Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sandy G. Today I'm going to show you how to make flaky buttermilk biscuits. So we're going to start off with 2 cups of white lily self-rising flour. I'm running it through my rotary sifter just to make sure that there are no lumps or anything in there. But the reason why I chose white lily flour is because white lily flour is made with soft red winter wheat. It's really soft, almost like baby powder. It has a lower protein and gluten content, which will make a softer biscuit, nice and fluffy. I'm going to add to my flour a 1/4 cup of shortening. I'm also going to add to that flour a 1/2 stick of butter. Now I'm using a blending fork. I will link that blending fork in the description of this video. You can use 2 knives, you can use your hands, you can use a pastry cutter. The goal is to evenly distribute the fat into this flour. And it's okay to mix this as much as you want, so long as you don't have the milk in it. So I'm mashing it down, and then after I mash it down, I use the tines, the tips of the fork, to kind of scrape it up off the bottom of the bowl. So you want to keep incorporating this fat into this flour until it resembles coarse sand. Okay, now we're going to hit it with 3/4 cup of cold buttermilk. Make a little well in the middle of the flour and just pour that right on top. And again, I like using the blending fork because you're not going to mix this dough a lot. You just want to make this flour wet with the buttermilk, and you want to get a shaggy dough. Mixing or over mixing this dough will cause for a dense and heavy biscuit. So I think that using the tip of the fork will mix it together, give you a shaggy dough, and you'll be safe. There you go. So it's not going to be like bread. You're not going to have a clean bowl on the bottom. So now I have a 1/2 cup of flour, of the same self-rising flour from White Lily. Spread that out onto your surface. I like using a silicone mat because the cleanup is just amazing. I also have a bench scraper, which will help you clean up. It will help you move your dough around. It will help you fold your dough. It will help you cut your dough. So having a bench scraper is also a game changer. I will link that in the description of this video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dough and I'm just going to scoop it out onto my floured surface. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the flour that's on the surface, and I'm going to press it into my dough because I want to bring this dough together. So you can just press it down. And I'm going to use my bench scraper to fold it over on the left and the right side. And I'm going to keep on using the flour that's on the surface. It's going to break in the beginning. but that's okay. Now you're going to fold it over from top to bottom. And you're still going to keep on using that flour that's on your surface. Keep on folding it over. This is like the third time. Press down. Use that flour. Fold it over again. It's the fourth time. Press it down. Fold it over again on the left and the right. This is 5. Now cut it in half and stack it on top. Press it down. Fold it over. Fold it over. Press it down and cut it and stack it. And this is where you're going to get all your flakes. Now I'm going to use the largest biscuit cutter that I have. So it's only going to make about 6 or 7 biscuits. Make sure you flour your biscuit cutter. Now I'm going to take some Crisco and I'm going to grease up my pan. There you go. You're going to heat up your oven to 475 degrees and just press that biscuit cutter down. Do not twist it because it will seal your biscuits and then they won't rise. Just press down. And they'll come right up. Look at that. You could see the flakes. So since I used a really large biscuit cutter, I only got 4 out of it. So I'm going to use the remaining scraps and I'm going to press it down and cut out some more biscuits. But these biscuits aren't going to be as soft as the first batch because we're handling it a little more. So the goal is to try to get as many biscuits as you can the first go round. And don't waste those scraps. You can roll that one out like a little meatball and then press it down and stick it in the pan. Make sure they're touching each other. Warm up your oven or preheat your oven to 475 degrees. Now here's where that bench scraper will come in handy. It will really help with the cleanup. Look at them biscuits. I'm going to put a tea towel on them and let them set there for a little while the oven is preheating. And I don't know why, but I forgot to record that I brushed the biscuits with a little buttermilk on them before I stuck them in the oven at 475 degrees for 12 minutes. Once your biscuits are done, look at how beautiful they look. You're going to take a little butter and just brush both sides of your biscuits, the top and the bottoms. Look at those flakes. Oh, it's hot. Try not to get burned here. But I'm going to flip these biscuits over and I'm going to brush them. Brush them with some butter and then flip them back over. And I usually cover them back up with the tea towel so they can stay snug as a bug in a rug until you're ready to serve them. I love them with some butter and some pepper jelly. Woo! Mmm. Those look so good. This just brings back so many memories of being at grandmother's house. Look at those biscuits. Ooh. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, from my kitchen to yours. Don't that dinner look good?